Okay, September 17th, 2015, 4:08 p.m. Calling Janet L. Mohr, Executive Director of the Minnesota School Board Association. I don't remember what the title is. Board of Superintendents.
You have reached the voicemail of Janet Mohr, Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators. Your call is important to me, so please leave a message, including your name and phone number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yeah, Janet Mohr, Executive Director of Minnesota Superintendent's Board, or whatever. Anyhow, this is Terry. Number is 320-283-5713. I sent you an email September 16th, 2015 at 5:23 p.m. I just wanted to see if you received it. I sent it to janet.mohr at state.mn.us. I'm requesting the request for approval of continuing education program for the Minnesota Association of Secondary Principals, MASSPS's school or student discipline workshop CEUs 5 event school law seminar CEUs 5. So that's what I'm trying to find out. If you can email me this information as soon as you can, I'd appreciate that. Also, I've been having some problems with some school superintendents harassing me and trying to illegally withhold free electronic public information. Just wondering if you were the board that I would report this to. So if you have some sort of complaint form, I'd appreciate that emailed along too. Again, Terry number is 320-283-5713. Bye. Hello.
Hello, is this Terry?
Who's this?
This is Janet Mohr, the Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators.
Yes. Took me a second to remember.
I apologize for the delay in getting back to you.
Yes.
But, you had left a message, and you had some questions. I did get the request that you wanted for the continuing education programs from MASSP, but you had some other information that you wanted to share.
Let's see. Can you refresh my memory? What was the email? I send off all sorts of emails all the time.
Okay. Well, you sent the information in the email was the request for approval of continuing education program for MASSP.
Okay.
But you had also mentioned in a voicemail.
Okay.
And let's see if I can just find it here. And it was pertaining to administrators and your communication with them, and if this is an office that you would report certain information to. And I'm trying to find your voicemail here.
Okay.
And I apologize, I can't. Let's see, it's 5713.
Yep.
Well, Terry, I'm not doing a very good job here. I'm finding it. I apologize for that. No, I've gone too far here. Just a minute.
Yeah, you gotta remember, I make all sorts of phone calls on a daily basis. So.
Oh, okay.
Was it something about I was having problems getting data from superintendents from one end of the state to the other?
You had mentioned superintendents. What specifically you were asking, I am not remembering.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to find your voicemail here, so I can...
That's the wonders of computers. They make your life wonderful when you can find this stuff.
I know, and I thought I could pull this up. I apologize.
Uh-huh.
You had mentioned something about harassment.
Oh, yeah.
I remember you used that word, but I
Right.
can't remember the full context of it, and I wish I could find your voicemail on here, and then I could play it for you, and then we
Sure.
would both know.
Sure, that's exactly it. Well, yeah, I have been harassed by a variety of superintendents from one end of the state to the other. That is the thing. I mean, I'm well aware that it's a criminal act to illegally withhold free electronic public information, and I have a variety of superintendents who have been illegally withholding information from me. So that's what I was wondering, is that something that a complaint could be filed with your organization for the illegal withholding of free electronic public information or not?
What we have, Terry, is a code of ethics
Yes.
for administrators.
Yeah, I read that.
What you're specifically asking would be a local level, and that would be at their attorney and your attorney level. But the code of ethics is in 3512, 5200, and I'm sure that you're familiar with that.
Actually,
Code of ethics for school administrators.
I saw something on your website. That was the first time I was aware of it. So.
So that
But
would be.
They're not supposed to engage in deceit and lying
Right.
and
Yep.
whatever.
Right.
So.
Right. And then also there's also a statute 122A.14, and that has. But our code of ethics for school administrators is found on 3512.5200. And so it would depend upon your situation and if you felt that there was reason to believe that an individual was in violation of the code of ethics.
Well, I would think, harassing someone over free electronic information would be a violation of the ethics. So, well, let me back up just a little bit. Are these people licensed by your organization?
They are, school administrators are licensed in
Okay.
Minnesota through the Minnesota Board of School Administrators. Yes,
Right. So that's I would be thinking that if it would be a violation of their license agreement, because I think any person who has a license is supposed to agree to obey the law. So what you would need to do if you feel that a person is in violation of the code of ethics, you would need to follow the complaint process, and that is to put your complaint in writing, and you would be submitting it to the ethics committee of the board. Okay. So can you put all this information in the email and email it to me, so this complaint form or...
There isn't a form. It's all in 3512-5200.
Okay. Well, if you
that is the complete roadmap for anyone who has a complaint against an administrator and who they believe has been in violation of the code of ethics, and it describes how complaints are handled by the board in Subdivision 4.
Okay. Well, is it possible you put the links to those statutes you're citing there?
Sure, I can do that.
Right, that would be very much helpful because I have my hands full right now, and I don't have a pencil and paper or pen and paper handy.
No problem. I can certainly do that.
Okay, so that would be helpful if I could get the other information along with. If everything would just come in one email, that would just be super.
Oh, okay, certainly. I will certainly get that over to you tomorrow.
Okay, I appreciate your calling me back and getting me that information.
You're welcome. You have a good evening.
Yeah, you too now. Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye now.
Yeah, bye. Okay, Monday, November 30th, 2015, 9:46 a.m. calling Janet L. Mohr, Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators.
You have reached the voicemail of Janet Mohr, Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators. Your call is important to me, so please leave a message, including your name and phone number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I sent you a copy, or I sent you an email of email that I sent to Billy Gronseth, he's ISD 709 superintendent. It's a data request that I just submitted today, and it also contains a evidence that he's illegally withholding readily available free electronic public information from a previous data request, and I have reason to suspect it's retaliation for the criminal complaint that I filed against him with the Duluth Police Department. That's ICR 150-84594. Now, I would have emailed you a copy of that complaint, but the Duluth Police Department is illegal withholding that from me. Apparently, Chief Gordon Ramsey and Billy Gronseth, are partners in crime and, engaging in criminal activity to legal withhold readily available free electronic public information. Anyhow, I was also like to get, you have a listing of all the licensure information for all the pre-approved licensing for renewal, your 5-year licensing renewal plan there. Let's see, it says the Board of School Administrators maintains a database of all pre-approved administrative professional development activities. I'd like to have a list of that for the last 5 years, from 2010 to 2015. Again, Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Please email me that list of pre-approved administrative professional development activities for the last 5 years. Again, Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, it is December 14th, 2015, 12:57 p.m. calling Karen Miller, Administrative Assistant to Janet L. Mohr, Executive Director of Minnesota School Board Administrators.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Karen Mohr at the Board of School Administrators. I am either away from my desk or on another line. Please be sure to leave me a message and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Have a great day. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yes, Karen Miller, Administrative Assistant to Janet L. Mohr, Executive Director of Board of School Administrators. This is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. It is December 14th, 2015, 12:58 p.m., and I have a reasonable suspicion you're probably at the Board of School Administrators meeting, which started December 14th, 2015 at 12:30 p.m. Now, I've been in contact with Janet Mohr on November 30th, 2015, and I asked her for some readily available free electronic public information that says, according to your website, the Board of School Administrators maintains a database of all pre-approved administrative professional development activities. I left Janet Mohr a message on November 30th, 2015 to email me that readily available free electronic public information, and you know what? She hasn't done it. And I have a reasonable suspicion the reason why she doesn't want to do it is because I've been giving her information about various superintendents throughout the state of Minnesota who are illegal withholding readily available free electronic public information. And probably the embarrassing thing is, one of the people that I've been reporting on is Bill Gronseth. And, lo and behold, guess who applied for the same job that Bill Gronseth was applying for? Janet Mohr. So is that the thing? Does Billy Gronseth and Janet Mohr have some sort of bond together that she's not going to she's not going to send me readily available free electronic public information, or she's not going to investigate her buddy there, Billy Gronseth? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, it is December 14th, 2015, 1 p.m., calling Janet Mohr, Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators.
voicemail of Janet Mohr, Executive Director of the Board of School Administrators. Your call is important to me, so please leave a message, including your name and phone number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Yeah, Janet Mohr, this is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I know you're well aware of my email address and my phone number because you have contacted me, by phone before, and you're on speakerphone. I have a reasonable suspicion you were audio recording the conversation. Anyhow, I left you an audio recording on November 30th, 2015, and today is 12/14/2015, the day that you're having your school board meeting at 12:30 p.m. and it's 1:02 p.m. So, I know you're at your office there, so I'm expecting you to email me the readily available free electronic public information that I asked for in my phone conversation of November 30th, 2015, where I asked you to email me the school board administrator. It says on your website, the Board of School Administrators maintains a database of all pre-approved administrative professional development activities, and I asked you to email me that list, all that information from 2010 to 2015. It should be all on your computer. All you have to do is just, attach it to the email and hit send, right? So, and that's the thing. I've been sending you all sorts of information about Billy Gronseth, the ISD 709 superintendent, the same job you applied for. So that's the thing. How come you aren't calling me up and trying to take a statement from me, about Billy Gronseth, and his illegal withholding of readily available free electronic public information. I did inform you that Duluth Police Chief Gordon Ramsay is illegal withholding readily available free electronic public information in my criminal complaint that I filed against Billy Gronseth. So, that's the thing. Now that you have my statement and all sorts of evidence, now you don't, or you recorded a statement from me before, but some specifics this time. Sure, that's why you don't want to call me up and take a statement from me, right? Specifics of Billy's criminal activity, right? Because I have an actual criminal complaint to reference, right? So I know you're there, so I expect a call today, December 14th, 2015. Again, it's 1:03 p.m. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Want my information emailed to me, and I expect a call immediately. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, it is January 1st, 2015, January 1st, 2016 at 10:06 a.m. Calling Board of School Superintendents or School Administrators board member Kimberly Hartung.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 65132488886 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yes, Kimberly Hartung, you are one of the Minnesota Board of School Administrators board members. I need to report a problem I'm having with your Janet L. Mohr, your executive director. Apparently she thinks and acts like she's above the law. She apparently thinks and acts like she can get paid public money without actually doing some work. I've submitted a data request for the approved licensure programs, and she doesn't want to send that information to me. And I've called her multiple times, and I've left a message with her, and I've contacted the administrative assistant, Karen Millar. She doesn't want to return my calls. And the surprising thing is I called on the day that you had your board meeting on December 14th, 2015. And I've emailed Janet Mohr multiple times. She's called me up one time. It was extremely passive aggressive, and I didn't appreciate that. I was telling her that I had information about multiple school superintendents violating the Minnesota Data Practice Act, and I've been in contact with her, sending her information about how Chief of Police, Duluth Police Chief Gordon Ramsey is illegally withholding my complaint that I filed against school board superintendent William Gronseth. So, that's the thing. I've been trying to file this complaint, but apparently the chief of police of Duluth is conspiring with, violates the Minnesota Data Practice Act as much as Superintendent Gronseth. So, I'm waiting for this criminal complaint so I can file it with your board to do an investigation, and Janet Mohr knows that, and she doesn't want to contact me and take a statement from me, nor does she want to give me readily available public information. So, but I have a feeling it's because Janet Mohr has actually applied for Bill Gronseth's job previously, so maybe there's some sort of incestuous connection there, so that's why she doesn't want to do her job and send me my readily available free electronic public information or take my complaint, take a statement from me, because I have a feeling that's what she's trying to do the last time she called. She was extremely passive aggressive. And I've sent her emails about information about Jim Lentz, Pipestone Area Superintendent, Jerry Jensen, United South Central Superintendent, his harassment, and Keith Jacobus's, harassment from Washington South Washington Central, schools, or South Washington County schools. So that's the thing. I have a feeling she knows I have clear, precise, and unquestionable evidence of harassment and superintendents not doing their job. So I'm sure that's why she doesn't want to contact me anymore, take an actual statement from me. So again, Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. I expect that you're going to do something about this because I will be calling you back. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Bye. Okay, January 1st, 2016, 11:04 a.m., calling Deb Hinton. She's on the Board of School Administrators. Okay, January 1st, 2016, 11:05 a.m., calling Deb Hinton, Board of School Administrators. Okay, it is January 1st, 2016, 11:06 a.m., calling Nancy J. Antone. She is on the Board of School Administrators.
Hello?
Hello, is this Nancy Antone?
This is?
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine. What did you say this was?
Terry Nemmers? I've been trying to file a complaint with the Board of School Administrators, and I understand you're one of the board members.
Yes?
And I've submitted a data request to your Janet Mohr, and apparently she doesn't want to send me the information. I think she just sits around doing nothing. Because I contacted her on December 14th, 2015, the same day you had your public meeting, and I also contacted Karen Millar, and I left messages, and neither one of them contacted me back, and, it's already January 1st, 2016. So, I was trying to file a complaint against, one of your fellow superintendents there, William Gronseth. I filed a criminal complaint against him with the Duluth Police Department for illegally withholding readily available free electronic public information, and Janet Mohr knows this, and I think she doesn't want to do anything because she applied for Gronseth's job the same time he applied for the job. So,
Okay, I'm gonna stop you for just a second.
Sure.
First and foremost, Janet's mother just died, and she has been out of the office. So,
Well,
you
when
know, to make believe that she doesn't want to do anything, that would be inaccurate.
when did her mother die?
She was not in attendance at our last meeting because her mother had died the day before.
Well, the thing is, I had been contacting her previously, and I sent her numerous emails informing her that Duluth Police Chief Gordon Ramsay has been illegal withholding readily available free electronic public information, so I can't file a complaint against your Superintendent Gronseth. So
okay, so is it possible that you can the emails that you sent to Janet? Can you send it to me?
Well, the thing is, I've sent multiple emails, and they're all in your possession already. You know, so the thing is, all you need to do is call up Janet and ask her if I have sent these, and ask her to send you copies.
I would be happy to do that.
Okay, so.
I'd be happy to do that. Since I'm right in the middle of fixing breakfast for my kids here, I need to stop and take the time, and I need to get your name again. You said it was Terry?
Sure. T as in Tom, E-R-R-Y,
okay.
Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S, and my phone number is 320-283-5713.
Okay,
So
I can check with her right away on Monday when we're both back in the office.
That's fine.
And then I will personally contact you and let you know as soon as I have done that, and I will let you know that I've contacted her and whether or not we have the information. Okay.
Okay, well, some of the information you have in your possession, because it's the approved license programs that you say that you have for all the approved programs for the superintendents to attend, and that's the information that I asked for, so obviously that information's in your possession also. So the thing is, if I file this complaint against Superintendent Gronseth, which of course I have the conversations with the police recorded, are you going to be able to subpoena Gordon Ramsay's records? So, because apparently he thinks and acts like he's above the law and he doesn't have to give me this information. And I filed the complaint, so I have a right to the information. So can you subpoena that from Gordon Ramsay?
I can't give you an answer on that one without checking into the file. That would be negligent on my part.
Okay, well, I think that's some of your basic powers is power to subpoena, right?
Again, I have none of that information in front of me.
Okay, well, I have a feeling you've been on the board for a while, and you've probably had to deal with situations where either the superintendent or the superintendent's attorneys advise them not to give you the information. So, again, I think you have powers to force people to cough up information if you've launched an investigation.
Okay, but without accessing that information, like I said, I can't give you an answer.
Okay. Well, then.
If I give you an answer right now, it's not going to be an informed answer because, like I said, I have none of that information in front of me.
Well, again, I'm going back on your previous history as a board member, so that's what I'm going on. Not necessarily my specific situation, but your previous.
Right, but all of this information would have gone to the ethics committee.
What's that?
All of this information would have gone to the ethics committee, of which I am an alternate on the ethics committee.
Well, again, see, at one time, Janet Mohr contacted me. She was extremely passive-aggressive when she called me, and I was, unprepared for her phone call, and it seemed like she was recording the conversation as she was trying to, interrogate me, and I didn't have my police report from the Duluth Police Department. So apparently she was trying to take a statement from me then, and since I've submitted various pieces of evidence against your superintendent Keith Jacobus, Jerry Jensen from United South Central, Jim Lentz from Pipestone. But now that I've contacted her, and sent her more of this information, now it seems like she's avoiding me like the plague. So I'm I haven't officially launched filed a complaint, but it could be that you've taken it upon your own, authority to launch your own investigations. But I'm not, I haven't been informed of any of that. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So.
I understand where you're coming from.
Okay. As long as we're both on the same page on that. So. Okay. Well, then I will. You said you're going to call me on Monday, then.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I will await your call on Monday.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yep. Bye now.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye.
Okay, Sunday, January 10th, 2016, 11:40 a.m. Calling Mary Macby, Chair, Board of School Administrators. Okay, it is January 10th, 2016, 6:47 p.m. Calling Robert Mayer. He's one of the board members of the Board of School Administrators.
Hello?
Hi, is your husband Robert Mayer around?
Yes. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Yes, this is Terry Nemmers.
Hold on just a second.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello, this is Terry Nemmers. How you doing today?
Fine.
Well, that's good. Say, I just sent you an email. I'm having some problems with your Janet Mohr, the executive director of your board of school administrators. I understand you're the chair of the ethics committee, and I've been trying to file a complaint against William Gronseth, ISD 709 school board, superintendent, the Duluth chief of police, Gordon Ramsay, is illegally withholding my criminal complaint that I filed against Gronseth for illegal withholding readily available free electronic public information, and your Janet Mohr knows all about this, so I'm submitting a data request to you to see if Janet's actually following the Minnesota Data Practice Act. I'm asking for your Board of School Administrators Policy and Procedure Manual, the Data Practice Manual, your Code of Ethics, your Not Public Data Inventory. It's all in the email that I just sent to you. Plus, I'm asking for all the emails that I submitted to Janet, so it's clear that she has all the evidence she would need to launch an investigation. Plus, about 2 months ago or so, she called me, trying to, essentially she's trying to interrogate me. And, at that time I didn't have the criminal complaint. I still don't, from the Duluth Police Department. And, so she's drilling me, and I'm trying to ask her questions, and she doesn't want to answer any of my questions, and then I'm supposed to answer all her questions. And I now that I want her to take a statement from me, now apparently she's got some irrational fear of speaking to me on the phone and taking a statement from me. And, I asked her for some readily available free electronic public information over a month ago, and, she's sent me a harassing email saying, well, I'm still looking into it, which, according to your own records, it's right on your computer. It's the information for your superintendents. They take licensing, the accredited courses, so it's all sitting right in your computer there. So, I don't appreciate this harassment. I'm trying to file a complaint against, a harasser, Mr. Gronseth already, and I don't need harassment from, your Janet Mohr. And apparently she's applied for the job for Gronseth's job. At the same time he was applying for it, she applied for it. So, maybe there's this, camaraderie or something. I don't know what the deal is, but, I just don't appreciate her attitude. And I did speak with another one of your board members, Antone, and Yeah, I talked to her, and supposedly she was supposed to take care of all this and call me back, and lo and behold, she never called me back. So yeah, I don't appreciate that either.
Uh-huh.
You know. And the thing is, Gordon Ramsay's trying to flee out of the country here. He got a job down in Wichita, and I'm trying to educate them that he's nothing but a common criminal too, who illegally withholds readily available free electronic public information. So I have a feeling that Janet's trying to do both Gronseth and Ramsay a favor by, putting the brakes on this investigation. So again, I don't appreciate that either.
Right.
So again, I sent you. It should be in the data request should be in your email. Let's see, I sent it to. Let's see, which one are you here? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Is it? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just sent it to your. Gene Har, yeah, that's. I think I must have skipped you for some reason. Anyhow, I can forward. I'll look on your website there, and I'll forward it to you.
Okay.
But again, I apparently I was told that Janet Mohr wasn't at your last meeting, and I called, left a message with her and your assistant Karen Millar. Which, of course, they never returned the phone calls, and I've sent numerous emails, which Janet Mohr has willfully refused to respond to. So, again, I don't appreciate that either.
Right.
So, let's see. How did I get you missed here? Well, I won't. Whether I sent it or not, I'm just going to forward it again. So.
Okay.
So anyhow, I'm going to give you my name here. It's Terry.
Yeah.
T as in Tom, E-R-R-Y, Nemmers, N as in Nancy, E, M as in Mary, M as in Mary, E-R-S. And my phone number is 320-283-5713, which of course is an email I just sent you.
Okay.
So,
Well, that's in the email too.
what's that?
That's in the email as well?
Yes,
Okay.
I typically put my name and phone number in there.
Okay.
So I'm expecting, this data from your organization to be sent to me. It should be all readily available, free electronic public information. So, because I want a copy of Janet's job description. I want to see if it's part of her job to mentally abuse people or violate the Minnesota Data Practice Act and to obstruct and rig investigations. So,
Okay.
plus I need to see if Janet was at the meeting, December 14th, 2015 meeting. So it's because apparently you approved the minutes at the last meeting, so her name should be in there, and I'm kind of wondering why it wasn't on your website to start with.
Yeah.
So was Janet there, or wasn't she?
No, she wasn't. She had a personal issue that came up.
Yeah, I heard that her mother died, so.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so are you going to look into this? Are you going to give me a call?
I actually have a meeting tomorrow, so.
Okay, so hopefully this all gets straightened out then tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you going to call me back then?
Yeah, I can certainly give you a call.
Okay, well, that's what I was told before by your fellow board members, so, I'm suspicious about you telling me that you're calling me back. I will believe it when I hear you call me back, okay?
Okay, all right.
Okay, thank you.
You bet.
Yep,
Bye.
bye. Okay, 6:51 p.m. on February 9th, 2016, calling Robert A. Meyer. He's one of the board members for the Board of School Administrators.
Hello?
Hello, Hello, is your husband Robert Meyer there today?
Can I ask who's calling, please?
This is Terry Nemmers
From?
from Glenwood. I talked to him about a month ago.
Okay. Well, okay, we had just sat down for dinner, and we've gotten an awful lot of sales calls lately. Hold on just a second.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, so this is Terry Nemmers. How you doing tonight?
Good.
Well, that's good. I understand you're going to be eating supper, so I won't waste your time. I called you a while back about your Janet Mohr illegal withholding some readily available free electronic public information from me, and apparently she's trying to rig an investigation for Bill Gronseth, ISD 709 superintendent.
Yeah, I remember your call, Terry. I talked to her about that, and she was going to contact you.
Well, she didn't send me my information, and I plan on contacting the Roseville police to report it, so I would suggest that you tell her that unless she wants me to file a criminal complaint against her like I did against Billy Gronseth and Duluth Police Chief Gordon Ramsay, that she should send me my readily available free electronic public information. And I did mention in my criminal complaint against Gordon Ramsay that Janet Mohr has been illegally withholding my readily available free electronic public information. So, and I'm sure you got a copy of that because I emailed you a copy of my criminal complaint. And the Post Board has acknowledged my criminal complaint. The St. Louis County Sheriff's Department was forced to acknowledge receipt of my criminal complaint. And the city of Wichita was forced to acknowledge receipt of my criminal complaint. So, and I do have a copy of a criminal complaint that I filed against Doug Froke, the superintendent of Detroit Lakes, school system. So I'm not afraid to file a criminal complaint. So either I'll show up at the Roseville Police Department, file a police report in person like I did in Detroit Lakes, or I'll call and speak to the police like I did, like the Detroit Lake or the Duluth Police Department. So that's your choice. I expect you people to do your job, not sit around doing nothing, covering up the crimes of Duluth Superintendent Gronseth or the crimes of your Janet Mohr, because I'm not going to tolerate that harassment. You understand that?
No, I'll certainly give Janet a call. I'm surprised she hasn't made contact with you.
Okay, well, again, she sent me a harassing email, and I'm not going to tolerate that. I have recorded each and every conversation with you and your fellow board members, and I will gladly send them all to the police. And I will report all of you for aiding and abetting in this harassment and illegal withholding of readily available free electronic public information. So just we have that understood, okay?
Okay.
So I'll let you get back to your supper. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.
Yep, bye now.
Bye.